Let's work. Come on. You can wish for it or you can work for it. You gotta work for greatness. If you ain't working, you should be working.
What's up, y'all? TGIF. Let me type in today's topic.
Come on, let's work. Come on. You can wish for it or you can work for it. You gotta work for greatness. If you ain't working, you should be working. Come on, let's work.
What's up, y'all?
Come on, let's work.
All right.
Come on, let's work. Come on, let's work. Come on. You can wish for it or you can work for it. You gotta work for greatness.
All right, I'm gonna give everybody like
you should be working.
1 more minute to come on over. While we're waiting though, y'all know I love to know where you are watching from. So let me know where you're tuned in from today. Of course, I'm in ATL.
You gotta work for greatness. If you ain't working, you should be working. Come on, let's work.
All right, TGIF to my Get Money gang. I am super duper excited. If you're wondering why I look extra fly, I'm using one of these Instagram filters. Instagram is coming through with these live filters. Hello. We got Memphis in the building, Virginia, Cali, Louisiana. I am super excited to connect with so many people from all across the country, all around the world. If you are joining me, ATL is in the building. If you are joining me here for the very first time, then I always like to start by introducing myself, just so you know who you are hearing from. So I am Koereyelle. I am an author, an educator. I am a serial entrepreneur. You name it, I've done it. If it's legal, I have sold it. And I managed to turn my $32,000 teaching salary into a 6-figure brand. Now that I have become so passionate about passive income, one of the things that I love being able to do is help other entrepreneurs add passive streams of income to their current business models. So I am super excited to share my lessons learned with all of you who are here at the Get Money Gang, ready to figure out how to get more wealth with less work. In addition to being the creator of this Get Money Gang, I'm also the creator of Work, Pray, Slay Weekend, which is the biggest and best women's weekend of the year. Now, I'm a little biased because it is my baby, but I promise you, there is nobody else out there that does it like we do it at Work, Pray, Slay. There's nobody else out there that's presenting the content that we're presenting, whether you want to learn how to balance your checkbook, even though we don't really have checkbooks no more, balance your budget, or learn how to balance your schedule, your time, so that you can, make sure that you are spending time with your man and working on your money. We are literally covering every topic from personal finance to personal development to relationship readiness, entrepreneurship, business development, you name it, we got it. November 1st through 4th here in ATL. You can get all of those details at workprayslay.com. And this year is even better than last year. Like if you attended Work, Pray, Slay last year, I know it was lit. Trust me, I know. But you are in for a treat this year, okay? Because we've added a whole new day. So instead of a 3-day conference, we are presenting a 4-day weekend this year. It kicks off on Thursday, November 1st with our Income Creation Intensive. All right, I'm super excited because this is going to be 4 hours where you are working with me and some of my favorite experts who are experts in creating systems in your business, email funnels, creating high ticket offers, and of course, I'm going to be sharing monetization strategies. So if you are a boss and you know that you are ready to take your business to the next level, you definitely want to get your hands on a platinum pass for Work, Pray, Slay. We are literally down. I think we have 8 platinum passes left. There's plenty of general admission passes still available for Work, Pray, Slay. But if you are trying to get to that next level, then platinum is where it's at. Work, Pray, Slay is right here on Instagram. You can also log on to workprayslay.com for details and, of course, to grab your pass. In addition to the Get Money Gang, in addition to Work, Pray, Slay, I am also the host of a weekly podcast show called Confessions of a Workaholic, where I share the untold success secrets of fearless female entrepreneurs who are obsessed with success. I just released a brand new episode, my 50th episode. I am so excited to be able to present 50 amazing episodes for you all. And number 50, I'm telling you, it's lit, okay? Definitely go check it out. Confessions of a Workaholic here on Instagram, The Confessions Podcast. You can find us on iTunes, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Google Play, all that good stuff. And a couple weeks ago, episode 46 was all about teamwork, making the dream work, right? And that is our topic for today. Now, if you are here for the first time, then you have missed day 1 and day 2 of this 4-part series, but it's cool because I have the replays available for you. So day 1 replay is already in the bio. I'm going to add day 2 and day 3 today. So don't worry if you are a little tardy for the party, okay? Today is all about teamwork, the team you need for your dream. Let me tell you, if you are able to do it all yourself, you're not doing enough. If you are the only one that's required to bring your dream to life, you're not dreaming big enough, okay? And so there is absolutely positively going to be power in your people, okay? On day 1, we talked about mindset, and I shared with you that one of the mindset shifts that I had to make in order to make more money, I had to stop believing that I could do it all myself. I had to stop believing that I was the only one gifted enough, talented enough, smart enough, skilled enough to do it myself. And when I stopped doing the DIY thing and started delegating, the money started rolling in, right? Not only did I free up my time, but I also was able to be more productive, and I was able to make more money when I started delegating. And so delegating is super duper important. It's a challenge. It was a super major challenge for me. Like, I really truly had to just figure out a way to put my pride aside and let other people help me, even though I thought I could do it all myself, even though I thought I was qualified, I was skilled enough. As the creator, as the CEO, as the brains behind this brand that you are building, you don't have time to do all of those small tasks anymore, right? Now, if you're just getting started, you are absolutely going to have to be able to, you're going to have to be able to do some things on your own, right? I'm not just saying that you should depend on your dream team to get everything done. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, at a certain point, when you are ready to scale your business for success, when you're ready to reach more people, you're going to have to bring in some people, okay? So today is all about the team that you need for your dream. This is a 4-part series, a 4-part idea to income series, teaching you how to bring that idea out of your notebook and into the real world, right? Because you only get credit for what you execute. We've all been blessed with $1 million ideas, each and every one of us. You might not have realized yours yet, but we've all been blessed with $1 million ideas. You don't get credit for that $1 million idea until you manifest that $1 million idea. Now, doesn't mean you got to manifest the $1 million, but you have to manifest that idea. You got to bring it to life before you can turn it into income, okay? Day 1 was all about mindset. Day 2 was all about monetization. Yesterday, I shared the 5-step formula. The Get Money Gang has a 5-step formula for making more money. I promise you, that lesson in and of itself was worth money. I was on here with y'all a whole hour yesterday giving away free games. So if you missed that, definitely make sure you catch the day 2 replay. Day 3 is all about the team you need for your dream. And I have a free offer, a freebie that I just finished working on that I'm going to share with you all at the end of today. So you'll be able to get that. Get in where you fit in, okay? The one thing that I want to start by sharing when it comes to just having a team is that I want you to understand that I'm speaking from experience on all of these topics. I'm not telling y'all about what I've heard about, what I've read about, what somebody has, told me about. I'm literally telling you the things that have worked for me in my business that I think will be helpful for you and yours. All right. When I didn't have a team, it was a struggle. The struggle was really real. Entrepreneurship is hard. already. Like, the journey to being a successful entrepreneur is a hard one, right? It's hard when you're doing it on your own. It's difficult when you have a team, but when you have people that you can bounce ideas off of, when you have people that believe in you, sometimes just having somebody that believes in your vision is worth it, right? It will make a huge difference, because there are going to be days when you want to give up. There are going to be days when you are feeling broke. There are going to be days when you are questioning God, trying to ask, okay, is this what you really wanted me to do? Did I hear you right? Am I on the right path? There are going to be days when you are questioning your purpose, and having a team, having people, absolutely going to make your journey just a little bit easier. When I didn't have the right team, and right is the key word there, because I've always had people. When I first started the Single Wives Club, I had people, but they were just taking up space. They were just here for the fun, right? They thought it was going to be cool to start a business. But when shit got real, when we really had to start working, when it was no longer time for fun and games, right? Then everybody fell off. All of my homegirls who I thought were down for the cause started to fall off. And so if you are experiencing something similar, if you are feeling like, okay, I don't know if this is what I'm meant to do because it just doesn't seem like it's working out. I keep running into brick walls. I keep meeting people who are not down for the cause. Trust me when I say it is not you, okay? It's not you. That is part of the process. Elevation requires separation. And so sometimes before God can put you in position, he got to get rid of some of those extra people that you have around. So if you've been noticing that people have been falling off, if you've been noticing that your friends are falling off, it's cool. It's not you. It's just part of the process. Everything is not for everyone, and everybody can't go. Write that down. Everything is not for everyone, and everyone can't go. So even if this is your best friend, I'm not saying that you can't be friends anymore. I'm saying that this might not be the best business partner. Your best friend might not make the best business partner. Okay? But it's so important that you understand the importance of finding people who believe in the dream, that you understand the importance of finding people who are aligned with your purpose. Sometimes we want to work with people because they have, their resume looks good, right? Sometimes we want to work with people because they have the right title, or because they have a certain degree, or because they have a certain set of experiences, or because they are connected to a certain person, right? Or has a certain audience. But if that person is not aligned with your purpose, if their energy does not mesh well with yours, it ain't gonna work. I don't care what their resume looks like. I don't care what titles they have. I don't care who recommends them or refers them to you. If they are not aligned with your purpose, if their energy does not work well with yours, if their work ethic does not align with yours, it's not going to work. Okay? Definitely want to encourage you to go back to episode 46 of the Confessions of a Workaholic podcast, because I went real deep on how your teamwork makes sure, or how your dream team will make your dream come to life. Okay, so I get really, really deep on episode 46. Go back and catch that. But today, I just want to talk to you about a couple key people that you need on your team for your dream. A couple years ago, I told y'all a little bit about Work, Pray, Slay, right? I told y'all how it's the biggest and best women's weekend. This year, we are presenting our 6th conference. But guess what? 7 years ago, I actually spent $4,500, not $45, $4,500 on a venue for an event that never happened. This event, which was supposed to be Work, Pray, Slay weekend, never happened, but I did not get a dime of my money back. And I believe that I ran into this situation because I did not have the right team in place. Right? I was hustling backwards. I had an amazing idea, but I didn't have the people around me to help me execute. Right? I was putting the cart before the horse. And so I literally had to learn that $4,500 lesson so that the next year I was better prepared. So that the next year I wouldn't dare waste that same amount of money. So that the next year I had the pieces of the puzzle lined up before I went out and cut a check. Okay? And so trust me when I say, having the right people in position will help you save time, and it will help you make more money. And in addition to just making more money, it's also going to help you save money. I wish I would have had people on my team to help me work through that struggle. All right. But I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn that very expensive lesson. But now I'm able to share it with you all. So I want to talk about a couple people that you need on your team. The first person you need on your team is the dreamer, right? If you are an entrepreneur, you're probably a dreamer. Actually, it's a guarantee that you're a dreamer, because in order to bring this vision to life, you have to have an active imagination, right? In order to believe it before you see it. In order to see it in your mind, you have to be a dreamer. And so you are going to need a dreamer on your team in order to bring your dream to life, right? You're going to need that person who can take your good idea and make it great. You're going to need that person who does not subscribe to limiting beliefs. That person who does not believe that there is anything under the sun that you are not capable of doing. If you don't have somebody in your life that believes in your dreams 1,000%, then it's going to be a real struggle when shit gets real, okay? Because after I pulled off my first event that I guess you could consider successful because I had it, right? The first event that I lost $4,500 on, that was a bust because there was no event. The first time that I actually hosted an event, like actually went through with it, nobody came. And I mean nobody. Like, there were literally probably 2 people who showed up. They did not buy a ticket. They were my friends, right? They just came because they loved me. And the next day, when I was ready to just die, like when I was literally sick to my stomach in my bed because I couldn't believe that this event had been such a sham. I could not believe that nobody showed up. I could not believe, that this had ended up the way it did. And that very next day when I was crying to myself, woe is me. I cannot believe this has happened. I cannot believe I'm such a failure. That next day, I needed that dreamer. I needed that dreamer who was my best friend, who said, girl, do you not realize what you've done? Do you not understand that you have actually executed something? Even if you did not have the turnout that you expected, even if you didn't make the profit that you wanted, you actually finished something. And so you need that dreamer on your team who's going to pull you out of that bed, who's going to pull you up off the floor, who's going to wipe you off, dust you off, get you together and say, girl, let's do this. All right. So the first person you need on your team is the dreamer. The second person you need on your team to balance out that dreamer is the realist, right? And now this realist is going to be the person that's going to get you together. The realist on my team, LB, is the person when I come to the team meeting and I'm like, y'all, I got these ideas. I want to do this, and this. LB is like, okay, those are good ideas, but we ain't got time to do this, and this. We should stick to this and this, right? Sometimes being a dreamer, you can go overboard. Sometimes I get so excited because this is the thing. Once you have accomplished one thing, that's going to open up the doors for all of the other amazing things that you can accomplish. So now you're like, okay, I've done this event. I can do this event, that event. I can take this event to Japan, to Jamaica, to Africa. You're just going to go ham, right? And so you need people who are, number one, going to dream with you and believe in the vision, but you also need that realist who can reel you in, calm you down, and get you together, okay? So the first person you need is the dreamer. Second person you need is the realist. The third person you need on your team is the ride or die. Y'all, shit, I can't say it enough. That shit gets real. I'm talking about getting real to the point where sometimes you got to go there with people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I mean? On social media, people try to get with you. On email, people try to talk crazy to you. Sometimes and not even sometimes, none of the time is it okay for you as the CEO, as the face of the brand, to go in with these people. You can't get to it like you want to get to it when you got to be, right, cool, calm, and collected. Sometimes you need that ride or die person. on your team that can take it there. Sometimes you need that ride or die person who can respond to that email and say, wait a minute, who is you talking to? Sometimes you need that ride or die person who can anonymously respond to that person who was talking crazy in your comments. Sometimes you need that person because shit gets real and it's hard out here when you're passionate about something. We are artists, right? We are literally creating these amazing brands, building these amazing businesses, and we are sensitive about our shit. So sometimes you need that ride or die person on your team who can have your back, who's gonna be down for whatever. No matter what idea you bring to the table, they're gonna be there to help you pull it off. No matter what you are going through, they're gonna be there to talk you down off that ledge, all right? So you need that dreamer. You need the realist. You need that ride or die person. And then you need a coach. Now, I'm saying this from someone who was like hell-bent against coaches. I hired my very first business coach in 2013. Paid this lady like $15,000 and did not get a return on my investment. Not only did I not get a return on my investment, I literally found out that this lady was scamming. Okay, she was teaching me all of this stuff about social media, and I found out she had fake followers. And I'm just like, I was appalled. I was simply appalled. I could not believe that I had wasted my time, wasted my energy, wasted my money on this lady who I felt like was a scam. So between like 2014 and literally this year, 2018, I was like, hell no, I'm not hiring a coach. I'm good. I got some coins. I'm doing all right on my own. I'm good, right? But I had a friend who's literally has a multi-million-dollar business, hired a coach, and she came to me like, ever since hiring this coach, my money has gone from here to here. Like, I was already doing good, but now my business has grown. Now we're doing great, right? And so for somebody who was literally already making multiple millions of dollars to come to me and talk to me about them hiring a coach, it really made me check myself. It really made me put my pride aside, take a step back, and realize that maybe I had just invested in the wrong person. Maybe I just, had put my time and energy and trust into somebody that wasn't trustworthy. But that does not mean that all coaches are scamming, right? Now, there are some out here that's scamming that y'all got to be aware of, right? But it just means that you have to put a little bit more effort, more time. You got to do your due diligence in figuring out who you want to work with. And so I want to share with you a couple of things that you want to look for when you are trying to find the right coach, okay? Because this day and age, everybody and their mama think that they are a coach and they ain't, okay? So you want to make sure you find a coach that has a business outside of coaching. Okay, if the only business that your coach has is a coaching business, that should not be your coach. In order for you to help me build my business, I'm going to need to know that you have actually built a business on your own, right? And so you want to make sure that you are working with someone who has actually built a business outside of coaching, okay? And no shade. Don't go tell nobody I said this, okay? Don't be messy and go tell any of the MLM people that I said this, but I'm going to say it. And I know somebody is going to go tell them, but I'm going to say it anyway. Unless you are in MLM, multi-level marketing, unless you are selling teas and coffees and Forex and whatever else, unless you are in MLM, do not hire a coach that's only done MLM. Some of these coaches are trying to teach you how to build a business, and they've never built a business, okay? I'm not knocking anybody who does MLM, but you have not built a business. Somebody literally handed you a blueprint. There's a blueprint there for you. So you can't teach me how to build my business. You can't show me how to write a blueprint for my business if you didn't write a blueprint for yours, okay? So unless you are in multi-level marketing, you don't want a coach that's only done multi-level marketing. Now, some of these MLM people have built businesses outside of that, and that's cool. I'm not knocking them, no shade. But you want to make sure the coach you hire has actually built a business. If she's going to be your business coach, she has to have built a business, right? You want to make sure that you have a coach that has been there and done that, somebody who's done the things that you want to do. So there's 1,000,001 different coaches out there, but you want to get specific with your coach. You want to get specific with your goals and make sure the coach that you hire is actually somebody that can help you with those goals. So if you know that you want to create a t-shirt line, you want to make sure your coach has actually started a product-based business, right? If you want to start a coaching business or a service-based business, then maybe you want to find a coach that's in the service industry, right? If you're in the beauty industry, look for a coach in the beauty industry. Now, I have clients. I literally had a client that I did a session with last week who's in the beauty industry. I've never had a beauty business. I ain't really into beauty. I literally just learned how to do my makeup last year. Like, I'm not into hair. I can't tell you nothing about bundles. It's just not my shit, right? But I helped this girl come up with some bomb-ass ideas for her lash business, okay? I'm talking about we're going from just selling lashes to really creating a business and building a brand as a lash expert, as a lash and beauty influencer. There are certain things that I've done, right, from product-based businesses to service-based businesses. I've been a consultant. I've been a corporate trainer. I've developed products from literally an idea to income, creating income from that idea. I've done it all, from hosting events to starting a podcast to being a teacher, right? You name it, I've done it. If you need help in those areas, it's something that I can help you do. But you want to make sure that you ask your coach the right questions. If you go to my website, you can't just hire me to be your coach. Like, you can't just pay me. There's nowhere on my website that says hire Koereyelle to be your coach. Because I want to make sure before I take your money, now I do want your money, but before I take your money, I want to make sure that you're actually going to get a return on your investment. I want to make sure that I can actually help you. All right. Some of these coaches will literally take your dollars, not even knowing what you're working on, not even knowing if it's something that they can help you with. Okay, so before anybody can work with me, we have to have a session, an introductory, totally free session. Free. I'm willing to invest a couple minutes of my time for free in you just to make sure that I know that we can work together. Because I want to be confident that I can be your coach before I let you hire me, right? I don't want to try to just take your money and tell you I'm going to help you if I can't be confident that I'm going to help you with your goals. So you want to make sure that you find a coach who has some experience either in your industry with the type of product you're trying to create. You want to make sure you ask those questions so you know whether or not you are hiring the right coach. And then the third thing that you want to look for in a coach is somebody that tells it like it is, right? Somebody who can hold you accountable. I'm not going to hold your hand, but I'm going to hold you accountable, right? I'm not going to baby talk you. I'm not going to spoon feed you, but I'm going to make sure you get your shit together, right? I'm going to make sure you have the resources that you need. I'm going to make sure you have the skills and the tools and the people, the plugs. I love connecting people with my plugs because I believe that my money got to stay in my circle. So once I have a client, I'm connecting them with all the people that I know, all the graphic designers, all the editors, all the printers, all the resources that I have. I believe we got to practice group economics. We got to keep our money circulating. So once I got somebody in my circle, I'm circulating them around my circle. You want to make sure you have somebody that's willing to do that. That coach that I hired, who I paid over $15,000, she didn't introduce me to nobody. She didn't plug me into anything, right? I really feel like she was like scared to share her stuff because she didn't understand that what's for her is for her and what's for me is for me. Anybody who is plugged into my circle, anybody who's on my team, in my tribe, a part of my community, I'm willing to share my people with you, right? Because I realize that what God has for me is for me, right? I ain't got to chase. I don't have to beg, borrow, steal, scam. I ain't got to do none of that because what God has blessed me with, those blessings have my name on them. And so I'm always excited to be able to share my plugs. I'm always excited to be able to share my resources, right? How can I get an introduction with you? Click the link in my bio or go to thegetmoneygang.com, and that's where you can sign up for that free introductory session, thegetmoneygang.com. Again, just to recap, you absolutely need a team in order to bring your dream to life. If you don't take away anything else from this conversation, please understand that if you are able to do it alone, you're not doing enough. There's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. You are going to need a team for your dream, all right? Now, I told y'all if you stuck with me until the end, I was going to share with you a new resource that I'm creating. The resource is not available yet. I was literally just putting the finishing touches on it before I started this live broadcast. So once this ends, I'm going to go finish it up. But you all got to make sure you get on my mailing list, okay? Click the link in my bio or go to the Get Money Gang, put your email in so that you can join the list because I'm going to send out this free resource today to everybody that's on my list, okay? It's a simple guide, super easy read. It's going to teach you a few strategies that I use personally in order to execute on my ideas, all right? Because again, you get no credit for just having a good idea. You only get credit for what you execute, okay? So I hope that you have enjoyed today's session. This was day 3 of our 4-part series. Day 1 was all about your mindset. Day 2, all about monetization. Day 3, of course, was about your dream team. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk to you about how to create consistent income. Now, I know that it's the weekend. I know that it's Saturday, but I promise you, you are not going to want to miss tomorrow's broadcast. So join me here right back at the Get Money Gang here on Instagram, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Click the link in the bio to get on my email list because I am sending out that freebie today. Are the previous recordings accessible? Yes, in the bio. Day 1 is there right now. I'm going to add day 2 and day 3 as soon as we are done here, all right? If you have any questions, feel free to DM them to me. I'm also going to put my email here in the comments. If you have any questions about working with me or the Get Money Gang, send me an email. Let's work, y'all. It's the weekend, but you still got to put in work, okay?
Come on, let's work. Come on. You can wish for it or you can work for it. You got to work for greatness. If you ain't working, you should be working. Come on, let's work.
TheGetMoneyGang.com.
Let's work.